question.
Yes, there's a second question that was asked, and I actually think maybe you are the one that should try and answer it. What is your position regarding the agitation for the state of Biafra and people's right to self-determination?
Can you allow Mr. President to answer?
Yes.
It's
If
better
you
for
choose,
him
if you choose.
No, I will, let me tell you.
His answering will make more sense than
Okay.
me.
I've said it. He said it, my young, because at this stage, I haven't had 2 graduates. I'll call the person who asked the question a son.
Yes.
Because I have 2 graduates at home. Let me tell you, when it comes to the issue of agitation, it's not yes or no. People agitate everywhere, even in my house. You know? So when the first thing you do with an agitator is to sit down and listen to the person who is agitating. Unless you sit down, you cannot say yes or no. I'm a Nigerian. I'm contesting election as a Nigerian. I'm not contesting as from any other place. I'm a Nigerian. I believe in Nigeria. I believe in unity of Nigeria. And I believe that I'm going to bring all agitators back to Nigeria and make it work for them. Because the reason why they're agitating is injustice. When you provide justice, equity, and create a level playing field where people start whatever, there will be agitation. So there was agitation. There was agitation. There was agitation for, don't forget, there was agitation yesterday in America.
Yes.
Before. Don't think America is like this. There was agitation before. There was agitation before in Brazil. I can show countries where there's so much agitation. But when level playing field were created, where people hard work, talent, much of the opportunity, all these things will go.
Okay. So
Just wait.
He wants to ask something.
I allowed my principal to answer this question because we have nothing to hide. When I joined his ticket, and just before I joined it, I faced a great deal of resistance and afterwards a great deal of difficulty, all centered around this. He is the best person to answer, and he has told you clearly, I allowed him because there is absolutely nothing to hide about agitation or about his candidate.
There's a long way to ask this. It says, what are you going to do, if I understand the first question, to make people to move away from PDP and APC to Labour Party? I think it's very simple. They drove us at this junction. If you have a driver that has driven a vehicle where you've come to a point where the vehicle have an engine problem, the vehicle can no longer move, you're not going to allow the same driver to continue.
But, Mr. Obi,
we want to fix this vehicle.
But you were that vehicle.
No,
just as early as 2019, you were in
PDP.
Listen, he was in PDP.
No, 1 minute.
And APC.
No. Let me tell you.
ANPP.
Let me tell you. Moses lived in Egypt.
Okay.
So was Joseph. They were part of it. God comes and chooses from within. He's not going to create new people. From within those who are there already. And say these people can serve the situation. So he didn't create new people. He didn't create new creation. It is from the same people that he said, so I'm picking this one.
This is not old wine, just packaged in new bottles.
No, this is new wine. But we have been existing with the old wine because they are not. But they found out that we cannot continue living with this. You know, it's like you live in an environment where you find out that this environment, you're not part of it. All the first-class leaders that we have all over the world, we are part of the same society. But they decided we can no longer live this way. Even discoveries with all the people who have done it everywhere, it is people challenging the status quo. That's what we're doing today.
Okay.
That's what Labour Party is doing.
I mean,
that's what you're seeing something different.
So people will say you are status quo, but let's move on.
How do we pull people out of poverty?
Yes.
I got the question.
And will you sack CBN governor?
No, I'm going to come to that.
Okay.
You know, pulling people out of the poverty is what we are preaching when we are taking from consumption to production.
The problem is that we're not getting a grasp of exactly how this is going to happen.
You are not seeing it. It doesn't, you see, when you want to change a society, because majority of the people, including yourself, live off the old order, they don't see the future. That's why they say leader must be a visionary.
We want to understand the vision.
State, let me give you an example. Yes. When I went to Anambra State and said to people, our education cannot continue to be at 26. We're going to change our education. We're going to change it. They say, no, you can't do this because we don't see it.